Hi, Calliope peeps. I am theater member Tommy Rinkowski. I'm here today with Nick Rudlong, who is a nominee for our very first elected board of directors. We're going to chat briefly about Nick, his experience in community theater, in board membership here at Calliope, and the goal of that is to give you, the members, some information as you cast your vote for our first elected board of directors. That annual meeting where that's going to happen is coming up on November 10th at 7 p.m. I will try to make sure there is a link down in the stuff below the video, and you can also find it on our website at calliopetheatermn.org. But let's get started. Nick, thank you for joining me today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself for everybody watching?
Sure, thanks, Tommy. Well, I grew up around the Rochester area, just southeast of Rochester, about 20 minutes. So spent a lot of time in Rochester growing up. I first got involved in theater when I was 15. My first show was with Stewartville Community Theater. It was Brigadoon. And I remember just before I went on stage, just so many butterflies, feeling super nervous, like, can I do this? I only had a couple lines, but it was a big deal. It was such a new experience for me and a new outlet. I got on stage and immediately felt at home. Like it felt so right. Nothing has ever quite felt like that. So just being able to continue that since, in these last 15, 16 years has been amazing. I've been a part of around 100 productions in many different capacities. I've recently made my official directing debut last year when we did the Pillow Man in Stewartville with Upstage Theater, and that was really fun. I've done a smattering of little directing bits here and there, some stage managing, lighting, sound work, backstage a little bit as well. So it's been really fun to work with all of the theaters in the community. I'm pretty sure I've worked with all of them at some point.
Not everybody can say.
Right.
One role that I know was still new to you when we started Calliope was that of being on a board. But you were the treasurer for our founding board for the last several months. Do you want to talk a little bit about what that experience has been like?
Sure, it's been very challenging and at the same time very rewarding. Especially in 2020, we coming into the year, we were very excited. We had Jekyll and Hyde on the docket lined up for this past August. And when the COVID-19 situation came upon us, we were faced with a very tough challenge. We had to reevaluate things. There were a lot of talks on was it going to be beneficial to try and push through, or should we make the decision to postpone? Looking back on it now, like hindsight is 2020, we made the right choice. And I stand by that. It was a very tough decision to put things on hold, and with that, I think as treasurer, I have not gotten as much experience running a quote unquote normal nonprofit community theater, but we've still had things to think about, things to prep for. We did the theater and drive with that the rep helped to coordinate, which was fantastic. We were able to be a part of that and to get our name out there. So being on the board and as treasurer, it's been very rewarding. It's been a neat experience. I'm very glad that I've been able to be a part of this, and I'm very excited to see what is to come.
Yeah. Well, and you perfectly anticipated the next question I was going to ask about what theater looked like in this year in 2020 and what companies have done to adapt. You've already talked about Calliope's involvement in the drive-in live theater event that happened earlier this year. So I'm going to skip ahead to what'll be my final question. What do you feel that you have yet to bring to Calliope, or that you can help Calliope bring to the community?
Sure. I think that being on the board, it's a chance to continue with the mission that we initially started Calliope with. I am also very grateful to be one of the co-founders, one of the founding members of uh, this organization, and um, what we have to offer seems to be more of the theme of big musicals, which is huge. Like doing them at kind of a professional level, it is something that I think the community needs. Um, Not outsourcing from the cities or anything like that. It's being able to give a chance to our local talent, which we have hands down. We have got an amazing talent pool here in the greater Rochester area, and being able to provide uh, high quality options, like a big musical, like I mentioned, Jekyll and Hyde. Uh, the music is fantastic. The uh, opportunity, the potential that we have, um, which is why we're bringing on some amazing people to help head this production on, to head it up when we have the chance or the opportunity to proceed with theater in our community. But the overall goal for Calliope is providing high quality work for the community, and like as a whole, the audience members, and also for our fellow actors and other artists, musicians, and singers, like everyone.
Yeah.
It really a chance to bring our community more together and have amazing experiences in doing so.
Yeah, I mean that's when it comes down to it, those experiences are what people get into community theater for. Yeah. Well, Nick, thank you so much for spending some time answering questions. And as a reminder to everybody watching this, please attend our annual meeting, our very first annual meeting for Calliope, with Nick and the rest of the current founding board of directors to help elect our first elected board of directors. Thanks for watching. That's November 10th, 7 p.m.